Welcome into the 15th caravan, Sandwalkers. We are gonna do a run here. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have a strict idea of how fast or slow these runs are gonna take, so we shall see. Just a reminder, these are the characters we picked at the end of the introduction video. So we have a teller, a swordsman, an honormancer, and a botanist. So a little bit of a class mix up here. We'll see if we like this whamman, swordsman, see how they can do. We have a sonnet, a couple sonnets, some bait, a gembarite root, and 2 macarate, which will help us get some supplies. We did spend our memory points, so we are a little better off than we were before. We have carefree, which gives us hope. We have hope, and apparently we are optimistic, which is giving us shield and increasing positive events. Be nice there. We now can carry up to 40 supplies. That should be pretty helpful. And I think we're basically off and running. First question. Yes. It did keep our map exploration. So they want us to get here as our first goal. And I do think I'm going to try to do that on this caravan. Not just go off and do my own thing. Although running to the north is vaguely interesting to me. Maybe not. Maybe let's actually try to see how far we can actually get. Oh, I forgot how zippy that is on WASD. My goodness. Okay, 8 to get there, and it will give us 11. Sure. I do want to do at least a little bit of exploration of our starting area. Borderland. It's not like giving me anything. Cost is 6. Let's go the high road, I suppose. Okay, a big old beetle. We will take that. All right, it looks like this is the edge of the nice area. We have a pirate group. I don't love those pirate groups right off the bat. And then behind them we have a something. Combat-wise, reduce cost. Bit of a hope and applies a barrier. Movement cost 0 and fertilize. Okay, nothing we need there. I'm just gonna mark all as red so I don't have that flashing at me. Yeah, let's not worry about that. So we're looking for fragments and we're trying to get to that spot on the map. And what do we have in here that's blinking at me? Some chitinous shards. We have a trade good essentially. All right, pirate boy, let's do this. We are level 2 rather than level 1 this time, so hopefully that'll make a pretty good difference. Oh, and it's a tiny group. Okay. Not terrible. Unlike my positioning, which is a little terrible. Yeah, let's try that. So this one has a... Can I just pull it up? I can. Scorpion Guard. Reduces damage and does protected. Okay, so we can guard the person behind us, essentially. So my plan here is I'm going to be able to guard our botanist. Although, actually, now that I say that out loud, that's not a good plan, because the botanist can't heal. We should do this. Keep the one that can't heal, or that can heal, protected if I need to. This one does shields. But we can't heal ourselves, so I really don't want their shield to break. Caravan loses hope if the caravaneer falls below 75% health. Yeah, very important that that doesn't happen. And then tank, and I don't know, swordsman seems like kind of an offensive tank, maybe. Okay, right off the bat, we can heal. They didn't even get through our shields, though. Although we are going to have a little bit of health damage. 4 damage, and we'll start poisoning them. I think we're going to try to take this one out. Although, we might be able to stun you before you get another turn. Lower the damage. What are you planning on doing? You're going to defend him. Let's start working on you. Break that shield, we could get damage. We could get a stun off. Suffers 15% more damage, deals damage to all allies if they die with the effect. Okay, good combo. You are playing to hit the guy in the top. Sure. Okay, so we have Potter's Slice, 28 damage. Just there you go. Or Voracious Ambition, deals 25% damage in the next attack. I don't know exactly why I would want that. I think it's better to just get attacks out. Okay, that was a good first fight. Some dates and a grenade. Okay, great start there. Take that random event. Ah, yeah, fool me once. Legend spoke of many strange events that could barely convince any skeptic. As such, we did not think that anyone would believe us when we related what we found that day. A fountain of blood which flowed instead of water. Yeah, last time we drank and we got ambushed and it was horrific. This time, we could place the bait and starts combats with exalted status. Sure. Cautious and remembering some ancient stories, we placed some bait in the pool of blood and stood away to observe what would happen. What happened to the bait froze us with horror, and we could only imagine what would have happened had it been us. Ready, we drew our weapons and walked towards the hideous creature. Okay, same encounter we had last time. Start fight. So these guys are going to hit us with a thing that makes us take extra damage. Okay, they're kind of targeting her. What do you have? Burn. Okay, you're burning. I think we're gonna focus fire this one down. Okay, shield break, and it dies, and then the thing goes up. Having a little bit of AoE is really helpful. All right, he's the next one I'm worried about. Behind the target. So I could do either one? Let's test that. I can. Yeah, I would rather my frontliner with tons of HP take a hit. It doesn't seem like it worked. Okay, that's fine. We're still okay. So we have Death Pulse, 26 damage. Not going to finish that off. Shell. That's just to protect ourselves, or Memory Overload. Target doesn't have a shield. Well, we don't have anybody that doesn't have a shield currently. Let's just do damage. I think we can one-shot this guy. He goes earlier. Let's actually hit him. If we do Insidious Seed here, we'd finish him off. And then at least get a little bit of damage. Yeah. Okay, here, we're probably not gonna be... Well, 20. 20 is not that bad, and we do get one more person. No, let's hit him with Mockery, just in case we don't. Yeah, perfect. I'm not taking... I don't think those damage numbers I'm seeing down here are taking into account the weaknesses. Alright. Just a big old slice. And Death Pulse. Okay, little happy barbarian slashies. We gain some XP and some meat. Let's make sure that if we can level if we can. Need 35. We have 28. Okay, so no, we cannot level. I think we're off and running this way. I kind of wanted to go north, but that'll be just another caravan. Okay, do we want to fight an ant? Not really, but I will. Still are optimistic. That's always nice. All right, what do we have? A black gigant, a red gigant, and a red gigant. You're going to do armored explosion. I don't love that. Okay, they're mostly targeting my back line. I don't love that. Let's do some extra thorns. So we'll gain some extra shield. We'll have thorns up. And 16, 17, 17. Neutral or neutral. We do have a heal, but nobody really needs it yet. Okay, I'm not expecting to be able to break... Actually, it could break your shield. And you do have a weakness to this. Let's do that. Get the stun, saves myself some damage. Okay. Pain. Alright, Potter's Slice. Boom. Ooh, it's AoE. Ooh, me likey, me likey. Okay, we could do Memory Overload. Target doesn't have a shield, we do even more damage. Or just Death Pulse, and we can gain extra shield. Let's just take the shield. Alright, back here. He's targeting the lower roll, and he's gonna break the shield. I don't want damage going into here if I can help it. So let's just finish this off. Here, I want to start healing. And you're probably just gonna kill it. All right, I'm liking this group so far. Feeling pretty good about that. Extra meat, we gain some XP, we can level somebody now. I kind of feel like either Waman or Googlethu, because they have AoEs. Let's do Googlethu. Level up. So we could upgrade our vine, which would do more shield, same amount of thorns. We could do Life Spring, which just makes it bigger. I wonder if this is permanent. If I Life Spring in one game, does the next one still have that map change? Because that would make this really good. But I'm going to take the AoE in this case. So we're going to up... Oh, it's going to add Poisoned to it. Okay, cool. Don't have enough XP to do anything else. We're going to gain some fruit. And see what this random event is. The cactus, brimming with shining water, attracted a swarm of buzzy insects and numerous small animals. We could fill our gourds, increase hope a little bit, and gives me some food. I don't know if optimistic is as high as we go. Or we could look for some rare plants. Those are like damage things. Let's just take the hope. We drank our fill and refilled our gourds before moving on. We're enthusiastic. 30% shield. Increase in very positive events, all reputations +3. Cool. Okay, so I see. I don't get it on my screen, but I can look at the map. I want to head southeast. I mean, we're going to have to go through this nasty desert somewhere. I'm at 37. That puts... Okay, so I would overcap a little bit there. Or I just bull rush it. Let's pop one of our abilities here. 22. These aren't the worst movement costs. Not great either. Let's bring all movement costs down to 0. Oh, let's get to here. Okay, something over there. Crystal. Crystal is not in the direction I want to go, though. Time Ward Shards is what we picked up. Okay, we do have some cactus over there. Let's pop reduce movement speed. Head over here. We're still at 31. And we are going to lose some, but we won't be empty. Loose sheets. This is more in the direction I want to go. Oh. Okay, that does change things. Okay, that doesn't end up being a positive, so I may as well go this way. Can we get an event here? Yaws. Between the deadwood walls, the wind carried the silence of the market, of sleeping children, and of ghostly leaves of yaws. Okay, we found an herbal cure. Alright, well that's better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, we don't have a pickaxe. We do have an event down here. 22 left. I do have food. Okay, so if I go here, my net is -8. That doesn't really help me here. I may as well just go this way. Do it. We do have some meat that we can use. You're in a danger zone in which a fight can happen at any time. This gauge indicates the presence of danger. A fight is triggered when the gauge is full. Each movement can increase the danger level. Pay attention to the gauge's progress and to the enemy power indicator above it. Alright, at this time I don't know if I can manipulate that. A crystal statue seemed to watch us with sadness from a distant time, as if feeling pity for our strange and terrible present. We could collect memories if we had a pickaxe. We could get some remembrances, sure. We tap into the crystal to obtain mineral memories that lay within. A travel chest. Okay, that would do damage to me, so I'm gonna pop some food. Solo animal. And again, I'm very low on food. Where are we at? Okay, we added something to our map at least. Oh, that's cute. So it's green as if the desert hasn't taken over here. So this area must have dried out recently. Alright, I do think this is our best chance though. Let's pop some more food. Yeah, 20 cost. Crossing the dunes is serious business. Conversely, I could go over there. No. Nope, that was not. Wait, right quick. That was not what I meant to do. We have 12 food left. Go here. All people from all times have attempted to connect with the invisible. We are looking for one such attempt. Let's read the writing, or we could reward. Carefree. Let's do admire the altar. We lingered a moment and wonder at the religious site meant to those who had built it. We're still enthusiastic and we have 2 carefrees. What is not so carefree is the state of my supplies. Contains a bunch of usefuls for exploration and can be opened with lockpicks. Don't have any lockpicks. Okay. This is better ground. I think I would rather take some wounds going that way. Yeah, we'll just take the wounds here. Oh, of course. That's where we get jumped. Okay, this isn't too bad though. Our hope is still really good. Alright, targeting the back, targeting the back. I hate them. You're gonna do 17 damage. I could... Why is it saying -34? We're at neutral. I don't understand why that would do double damage to my shield. And you're gonna steal shield, I'm guessing. You're gonna still have some left, though. You will not. I can break him though. Let's. Oh, he's resistant to that. Yeah. All right, we can still break him though. That gets him poisoned. That gets him with the seed. You are planning on hitting us. Weakness to fire. That does not break it. That does not break it. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. All right, well, it's not going to break my shield. Especially if I hit him with this and lower the damage. All right, and here. We kill this one. The seed explodes. And then Deathcast. Yep. Gain some meat. Very useful, actually. We can actually use that meat. And now we're not starving quite so bad. Right, get me to that well. Okay, did take a smidgen of damage. Okay, give me that. Give me that food. 22. Take the random event. As we approached a nopal looking for a fruit, someone noticed a small rodent nibbling on berries that had fallen to the ground. It was not dangerous, but we needed all the food we could get. We could get 10 food and increase some hope. We could gain 40 food. 40 is way overcapping me. We'll just observe. While we made ourselves small so as not to frighten it, 2 other little ones showed up. Babies! They ate for a while, until the biggest one took a berry between his front paws and skipped away, followed by the little ones to disappear behind a stone. Good event. One evening during the inky night, we heard a strange, constant rumbling sound in the middle of nowhere. Something with bells staggered in our direction. Soon a masked meter being appeared in a halo of our fire. We tried to talk to them, but they didn't seem to hear us. They just kept moving forward. We could let them go, we lose some hope, or we could attempt to wake them. 50-50, somebody could lose some HP and we could lose hope, or we gain a mask with bells and increase some hope. Or we could take them down. We're guaranteed to lose some HP, we get the mask. Mask with bells plus, oh, that's an accessory. +2 intelligence, +25 mental. Okay, that's really good. Let's take the 50-50. We attempted to free the poor soul from their nightmares. However, as soon as we touched the mask, it came away and a monstrous jaw leapt towards us. One of us was bitten by the monster and it fled into the night. Well, that happened. All right, now getting up here would be very expensive. I don't think I'm interested. And we have our goal here. And we are maxed on food currently. Let's just get a little closer. Little closer. Okay, good, good. A soft warmth enveloped us as we entered the tree. We were submerged in its heady aromas and birdsong mixed with the bustle of the macaw. We were home. We can rest. Okay, so I should have used my plant ability. There's a market, there's a recruitment, there's a pharmacy. This is for our quest. Usury, higher level recommended. Service board. Okay, let's do the market first. The worth of items can vary from one tribe to another. It could be profitable to buy a certain item somewhere and sell it somewhere else later. For example, terracers see little worth in the plants they already grow themselves, but they value meat and tools highly. Good to know. Alright, so what do I have to sell? Damaged furs? Sure. What do I... Ah. Okay. A tool chest. Do you have... lock picks? We do. Give me A lockpick. A crystal clears air. It could have been a fragment of a crystal vault. Can be traded for useful items. Sure. Time-worn shards. Can we trade it? Okay, we'll do that. Give me a pickaxe. Mushroom hat. Gives us extra health. Okay. We also have a pod shield. Also pretty good. An Orkana fetish. Or a dancing flame fetish. Don't know what either of those would do. Okay, we need to pay out a little bit more. I can't currently use these grenades, so I have no reason to keep that. Or 7. I'd rather trade off that, I think. Okay. You're 16. We seem to need these in a lot of events. You're worth 14. Okay, that's pretty darn close. I don't know if we're going to get that any closer than that. Sure. Leave. Okay, so those items I got. You. What do I do? I just drop it on? So I have plus intelligence. 160% intelligence. That is agility, and that is intelligence. Like strength. No stat. No stat. Will. Intelligence. Okay, so you look like you would get the most. Yeah, that would increase our healing possibly. Okay. That feels pretty good. And then we also have the pot shield. Extra health and extra shield. This man has a lot of HP already. Like, way more than everyone else. So I'm kind of leery about putting that on them. This guy can redo his shields, but has less HP. Yeah, 44 health versus 114. My backliners also could use it. Well, let's give it to the tank. The other one can at least shield buff themselves a little. This one, it's a little harder to get that off. Then let's open this up. We got 2 more pickaxes. Okay, we're rolling in pickaxes at this point. That's fine. 19 XP is not enough to level anybody. We have rest, market, recruitment. I believe we are maxed at 4 people, so I don't think recruit's going to be useful. A human pyromancer, an oriflamme protector, or a Brixol aeromancer. And we would need to trade stuff to get them hired. Okay. Not looking to change anyone. Pharmacy, we just get 2 herbal cures. Macaw dispensaries always kept stocks high to match the constant flow of customers. Sea trees climbed quite high and were home to plenty of toxic vegetation. Quite the unique dangers for the vigilant compared to the rest of Uwando. Alright, let's see what this one wants. Going through the Musa Winkosi always entailed visiting a chapel that housed the shell of Onomancer Mechlin, our ancestor. As we gazed at it, the canon came to meet us. He claimed to hold great admiration for caravans. He recounted the story of Musa Winky and then subtly shifted to his own concerns. He was currently awaiting a marvelous jet fetish to add to their collection of relics. This powerful artifact was meant to bolster the powers of his Onomancers. Tragically, however, nebulous merchants who were to deliver it were robbed by pirates. He explained where the wreckage lay in case we were in an adventurous mood. Alright. User, what do you want? A strange individual dressed like what you might imagine a city dweller forced to cluelessly venture into the desert would rush towards us. He asked to join the caravan. We warned him of the dangers ahead, but he replied that was nothing more dangerous than the moneylenders relentlessly coming after him. Sure. We agreed he could come with us. It was part of the caravan's job to escort occasional travelers to destinations no one else could reach. He did, however, warn us to keep some money handy in case the lenders managed to catch up. And this was just the start of our travails. Reach the Khan. Okay. I guess let's do our rest. Nothing here seems to be using it up. Service board? A soft warmth enveloped as we entered the tree. We were submerged in its heady aromas and birdsong. We were home. Macaw is respected. I don't know what that accomplished. Okay, let's leave. Okay, so we have something to do quite a ways to the west. Right, off we go. Man, even just having this extra 10 that we can carry is so ridiculously helpful. $28. Okay, we would need to spend resources to get this back. I don't think I want to do that. I will take a fight here, though. We should. Seems like we get meat from most of these animal encounters. Let's start fight. We have Crunchy Rock, Plane Cleaver, and Plowing Rhinopterus. Okay, so you are going to target my front, my front, my front, and you're gonna buff yourself. Okay. My front seems to be targeted by a lot, so some extra shields is probably in order. You're gonna slow my target. And you guys do extra damage to things that don't have shields. I could stun you. Yeah, let's get a stun out. Oh, yeah, see, he didn't buff himself, he buffed one of his friends. Okay, here. Smash those two. Brutal. And you could get the death hit on him for the extra shield. Yeah, if we manage to get a kill, we get so much shield off of that. Oh, and then of course he debuffs me, so I lose shield. Perfect. Okay, you're already shield broken. Targeting my front and buffing him. He's got enough shield though that we're not going to have that get broken. Let's just get some damage out. Oh, and he's blocking him from targeting. Let's just half that damage. Especially with the amount of buffing he's been getting. Beautiful. And can we finish him? Alright. So far we really haven't gotten any use out of his third ability, but hopefully it'll come up at some point. Got some meat. Got some XP, but not enough to level. Alright, now here I could replenish my supplies, but I would have to spend resources. Here I could just get some. Now let's just go here. And I will spend you. Okay, almost maxed me out. We need to head directly west. So we're looking for a way up that's not quite so expensive. like over there does look to be better. Okay, pricey. We heard subtle whispers carried by the wind, then voices gradually filled the sky with an ethereal song. The language was unknown to us, but we knew it was Umama calling us. We could decipher or let it flow through us. Let's decipher. We thought we could decipher clues transmitted by the mother tree. Her confidence in us was enough to raise our spirits. Alright, now... quicksand sounds horrific. We could gain some damage first and a fight. I think we will take the fight. This should give us enough XP to level. What are you? You look gross. A honey gigant. Caramelization? Oh no! It's gonna sweeten the deal. Okay, so you are targeting my back. I don't like that. You're gonna break and damage, so I wish you would not do that. My front row. That's gonna break him. That'll do even more damage. He's gonna be okay. Well, break him, but okay. I could break this guy. I'm okay taking the damage in the back, though. Why aren't you showing that you're going to take damage? Let's do that. And then damage. I can't target you with that. I can target you with that. I see. It was not a place I could target. Yeah, let's do that again. Ow. Yeah, then we took a pretty good hit there after the shield went down. Well, it'd be nice if you guys stop doing that. Kill him, and then we get the seed exploding. I don't think we're going to be able to kill him. What about that? 19. 33. Why would I want to use this? 15 damage, target doesn't have... random enemy target doesn't have a shield. So it's going to randomly target him. That did not. Okay, oh, I see. If I hit somebody who doesn't have a shield, maybe it does that. I guess. Okay, we're getting pummeled here. Let's put up some shield. And I think we're going to lower that one's damage. Health regenerating. Okay. Not going to quite finish it. We could hit these two. Let's hit these two. And then you finish him off. I love that execute with the shield. Again, let's just get some shield on him. And I think we're gonna again lower the damage. Healing right now is a fool's errand. Stun the back. Okay, I mean, that AoE, I'm not in love with that AoE nearly as much, but it's okay. Finish him off. He's stunned this turn, so I'm actually going to do the heal. And finish. Okay, we have enough to level somebody. Question is who? Our storyteller. Increased stats mean better healing. Our front two seem to be okay at the moment. Let's do that. So lethargic venom, we could increase the damage. Mockery, we could increase the damage. Or we could upgrade travel song. Reduces movement cost by 3 for the next 10. I think I'm actually going to take Travel Song. Starvation is a thing. Speaking of which, we're already kind of low. Where am I heading here? Directly west. Yeah, look at that. 20 food and we're empty. Let's actually hit that Travel Song. And we're still going to take some damage, so let's eat. Yeah, let's go outside. There we go. Observatory. Give me the food. There we go. Useful. Ancient ruins. I don't think we're gonna be able to ancient ruin this time. Okay, we're getting somewhat close. Okay, I'm gonna need to spend on this. Or maybe it's time. Yeah, maybe it's time that we use this. Gain some food that way. I'm really curious to know if that actually stays. All right, now gives a bit of hope and applies a barrier. Yeah, let's take the barrier since I think we're gonna have a fight here. Okay, this is the harder pirate fight that we had in the first episode. Whee! Okay, well, he literally just went first. Nothing I could do about that. Starts fight with unstable defense in sunny weather. Deals burn to a random enemy. Alright, I would like him to go, as in be no more. But he's gonna go next. Weakness, he was gonna resist that. Whereas everyone else takes more damage. I do think I'm gonna pop him though. So we're gonna weaken him. There we go. No AoE for you. And I think we just finish him off. $10 damage and start each turn. That might actually just kill him. In which case, that would be better. Okay, we can target him. He doesn't have a shield. This kills him. And then we hit somebody else. Oh, we hit everyone else. Okay. No, that's a much better ability than I thought. I thought it was just a random enemy. Okay. Yeah, I'm on board with that now. All right, we are getting pummeled here, and my shields are down on both. So let's just get some shield going. I would love to heal, but I don't think now's the moment. Protecting, attacking, attacking. Can't hit you with that, but I could hit you with that. Oh, okay. Ow. That's all I have to really say about that. We need to get some heals and stuff in here. Situation has changed. Yeah, you. Stop hitting my barbarian. Let's get some shield up. And we do need that heal. Up to 29. Okay, couldn't quite finish you off. We'll hit this one instead. And then we'll do the memory overload. again attacking my same one. But if we poison, we'll break the shield and stun. Gives us some time to heal. And finish him. Okay, that went alright. That went alright. We didn't take any damage on the one that I can't heal, so that's good. We can get those ones back up. Engraved bracelet. It was hard to say if this was a sacred item or a mere accessory. A fish. Right. I'm guessing we need to finish this here for our quest. We will take those supplies. With the pirates driven away, we quickly found the fishish. It was, in fact, huge, more statue than fetish. To carry such an item would not be easy. Okay, we need to take it back over there. I agree, it would not be easy. If I take this fight, I think I do. For the cost of, let's say, 4 food, 2 there, 2 back, we'll get a piece of meat, which should be worth more. I'm not too worried about the ants. Okay, that's not a bad combo. Let's start. Need some more speed on our team. We have a need for speed. Okay, 2 attacking my back one. That's a little unfortunate. Alright, some more shield. And maybe we have a chance that maybe we could break you. Alright, it wasn't the worst. Alright, here I think we're gonna go for... Oh, you have resistance. Oh, you all have resistance. Oh, I hate you. Prime them up. And then memory overload. Okay. That did only hit 1. Maybe it's just random on who it hits. Either way, that was pretty useful. Hitting my front guy. Now let's get some thorns up. And you definitely need to heal. Although, maybe not. If I stun, that's worth more than the heal. I hate you, ant. Okay, they've all gone. Let's do the one that does the most damage. Then here, we can death... Let's get rid of that guy. Alright, again targeting my back one. $25-18. Not gonna be able to get a heal in here, unfortunately. Alright, we did get meat, and we did get enough XP to level someone. I think the barbarian gets to go next. Or, excuse me, human swordsman. Level up. Okay, we could just have more damage on our AoE. That's mostly what we're doing. We have the guard ability. We haven't used that much. And we have the martial music. I mean, I like that well enough, but I think I'd rather have my AoE upgraded. A massive statue sculpted from a single block, so dark light barely showed on it. Okay. Alright, beetle food. I don't think that's... Well, there's a random event. I do need to go up a little bit. Okay, that is the cheapest route, though. Well, we will take this fight, I think. Is that really the cheapest? I guess so. We have to take enough fights that we get the extra supplies to make it through here. Might have needed to heal that. Okay, they're targeting the front. That's useful. Unstable defense is annoying. Doesn't really do damage though. 25 damage. If the target speed is less than caster, I see. You slow them down, you do bonus damage. Alright, let's get started on you. I see your little tricksies. Yeah, we're not... We could stun you. Now, you're the one that's going to deal damage, though. Physical. You know what? Let's actually get the physical resistance. Alright, smash. And we could finish you off. You're not really needing to be finished off this second, though. Snail can do that. Let's get a stun on you. And then a stun on you, too. We sure could. I'm okay with this one giving galvanized. I'd rather get the heals out. And another big hit. Dead and a break, and then you can finish that one off. You're targeting my front row. I'm okay with that. Heal you. We're actually doing really well. We haven't had to use any of our herbal meds or anything. And finish it. 199 shield, wow. Alright, got the meat. Did not get enough XP to level. Okay, this is on the way. We have 34 food. If I want to get to here, next stop's this direction. Okay, this is not the most expensive path. A story told around the campfire. Epic tales of caravans past. Legends of the antipathic world. Songs of the deadly beauty of the desert. Just what we need to keep our courage up. Good job. Next, we need to get to here. Cost is 13, and we would gain some. Let's use a meat. Okay, it wants us to go north. If that's the case, we're definitely going to get this lizard. And I think we take an ant fight here. These have been alright for us so far. Keep farming that XP. We still have one person who's at level 2. Alright, nothing too crazy here, although they're doing that annoying thing. Nope, they're spreading their damage around. Okay, we can eat that if we need to. We can definitely eat that. We can eat all those. Okay, so... I think you're going to end up getting... Well... I think you're going to end up getting killed first. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. More of that, please. You win. Yes, I do. All right, let's get that last level up here. Here you go, friendo. All right, we can level up Death Pulse, or Illusionary Feast. Yeah. Okay, so why are you two different? Caster gains Exalted if the target dies, which we do extra damage. Or we could gain Galvanized, deal 25% more damage to the next attack, and gain 11 shields. I mean, this just seems better. Why would I use this? Target dies, we gain extra shield, we get Exalted. This one doesn't say that we do Exalted. Galvanized. Okay, so Galvanized, we deal more damage and we gain shield. Exalted is more damage. I guess we get 2 stacks of it. I think I would rather go for extra shield. Just really double down on that shield ability. Okay, looking good. 8 to get to there. 16, so we basically have made it. Let's check this random event. Terracer's Valley. We discovered vast terraced fields under rapid harvest by a veritable army of lions. Not all the crops seemed to be ripe, but we were told that the storm was approaching and they were already doubting whether they would have enough to save what could be saved. We could help them. Gain some extra rep and a berry. If we had a hydromancer, we could help them. We could fertilize. We could gain dates and more renown, or we could just move on. Let's fertilize. With the help of your botanist, we did more than just pick. We managed to bring back to life precious plants the terracers had already given up on. I assume that this rep carries through runs. I hope. And we make it. All right, maybe scratch one off. A soft warmth enveloped us, and we entered the tree. We were submerged in the heady aromas and birdsong mixed with the bustle of the macaw. We were home. All right, here's your giant fetish, you pervert snail. Incredible, the cannon fell slowly to his knees. Here it is, he mumbled before raising his arms, before taking our hands. Thank you. You have no idea what this fetish represents. I have a statue fetish. It's so difficult in the apocalypse. Future generations will remember those who brought it here. We remained silent, surprised by such fervor. The fetish had no connection to our ancestors, spirits, or trees the macaws worship. Ornamency was, however, an ever-evolving art, and other tribes did indeed worship statues. Who were we to judge? We're the 15th caravan, that's who. An advisor agreed to meet us. As he shifted through the archives, he found that refugees from Yaz had been found drifting through the desert a few months before. The report was sadly light on details. He encouraged us to seek traces of other Yazan migrants to see if they might need help. Rewards. Yaz the Twiceborn. You were to find the Yaz and how things were. Rewards will give me a fragment, the world will evolve, and a tree resurrection. Cool. Boy, we gained a lot of memory points. Okay, we'll do a rest. I don't know what these do exactly. Unlock fetishes and equips. Okay, so another equipment slot that I don't have, essentially. It doesn't really have anything I need. I'm swimming in picks. We got some various different foods. I guess we could take some more herbal cures, but I have a feeling we're not going to die slowly. We're going to die quickly when it happens. I guess one more wouldn't hurt, especially since we can get rid of some weight. 2 more. I'm just looking for what's the cheapest. Sure. Pharmacy, yoink. Service board. We are respected. Okay. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. What are you gonna say is the easiest way? Climb the cliff. 39. So it'd take all my food to get there. I do have a lot of food that's stored. That's not terrible. Another pirate group. I mean, we're gonna need, what do we need to level? 70 now. So probably best to take some fights. Either way, we have to climb a bad cliff, so better get the XP. We're also in perfect shape at the moment. All right, different than normal. We have a two-handed guy, a captain. He is going to give them mental resistance and galvanize. I don't love that. Attacking my front. Gonna defend the back guy. I'm gonna hit the front. All right. You have enough shields, I'm not gonna be able to break you easily. I think we're gonna hit this one. Lower our incoming damage, get a stun. Alright, you're the only attack that's going out. We could weaken you. In fact, let's get that out now before he gets boosted. Oh! Was not expecting that, actually. Must have been her fire thing. Alright, if I do a line attack here, we'll finish this guy off and the seed will go off. And here... Let's see if this actually does it. Okay, the shield needs to be down before I hit, not break the shield with it. Was worth knowing. Use our AoE. And do you actually have a weakness? Man, we are rocking it. I mean, I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen. You win. Campsite. The fleeing pirates had managed to leave most of their loot, but surely they'd left some behind. Additionally, the lookout could give us a nice view of the surrounding before we resumed our journey. Take some goods and leave quickly. Gives us a shield. Nice one. Or get some materials. Guard fetish. We can't use fetishes yet, so we'll take that one. We grabbed all we could and left as soon as possible. Alright, that gives us a couple things going on. 40 health and 15 shield. Ironically enough, I think I want it back here. Just to make this one, Gugaluthu, not quite so squishy. Who do we want to level up? I think Guthaliku. I do like these abilities quite a bit. Okay, corrosive mucilage. 33 damage. It's based on agility and does shield degradation. Schlellerdum spores. It hits the front row and gives them weakened. Or deadwood bark. Next one. Okay, so we could protect somebody and we up our intelligence. The intelligent bump is really nice, because our abilities are, you can see, 155% of intelligence. AoE weaken sounds really good, though. As does some shield degeneration. Let's do weakness. Keep myself healthy means I don't have to heal. Okay, I want to go here, but it's going to cost me health. And we net gain here. And I think we take an ant fight. Alright, standard one that we've seen. Front, front, front. Okay, let's Get the thorns. Nice, 18 shields now. Lower that damage coming in. Unfortunately, we were one off from the break there. Alright, didn't get through my shield though, so that's fine. Finish them. Give me that meat. And we don't quite have enough to get there, unfortunately. We'll eat the dates. But I do think that's going to be where I'm going to call this episode. We were a little over an hour here and still going strong. Still going strong. I'm a little surprised by that. If we look at our log here, if we can complete this next bit, we will have our next fragment. You know what? Bonus episode. Let's do it. I think this might be the end of this quest. Let's just see if it is. We give ourselves a little better break point. Tragedy. Macaw camp at the mercy of the whipping wind, the biting sun, and the scorching rain. Not a single plant to create any shade. Not an inch of bark for protection. A trembling survival in rags approaches us, surprised at our sudden arrival. He first thought us a Pythic mirage before touching our faces in disbelief. Once he began to recover from shock, he related how the yaws had slowly deteriorated before collapsing entirely. Afterwards, a Dragonotoporus caterpillar was discovered within the stump. It was a rare and aggressive species that lived in antipithic city trees. Many of the Yazins had fled to Totong and Musawakasi, believing that Yaz was lost forever. Okay. I'm gonna need to eat some more stuff to get there. That would take damage. We're not gonna take damage to do that. Let's... yeah. Go here. I probably should have popped up movement ability for that. Curled up in the folds of the dead wood was the growth of cold flesh and ringed chitin. How sad to be forced to reclaim rooms from such a rare being. Ancient texts told of a time when the macaw and the Dragonotoporus would share city trees. Since Umama's death, their caterpillars would no longer mature, and surely they were as distressed as we all were. But we have to fight. The larvae stirred. We drew our weapons. We were what the Pythi had turned us into. Okay, a giant caterpillar larva fight. Let's do combat buff. That's really all I have. Oh, is this like a boss fight? Maybe this is the end of that quest. Prepare for battle. Do it. You're gonna hit everybody with a frightening squeal for 58 damage. Okay, that's gonna break several of my shields. We can hit him with weakness. I think that's probably worth our time. 30% less damage on 4 people is quite a bit. Okay, he's weakened. Does this stack? I'm gonna guess no, but I'm gonna try it anyways. It did. Okay, the effect did not go up, but the duration did. All right, that's fine. I don't see a reason not to hit you. We want to be a little aggressive here. I actually don't know. Is this going to get hit twice? 24. No. Okay, so the death one would have done more damage. Vampirism. You're going to do 71 damage, and they're going to regain some health. They're already weakened. I think we're going to get some shield up and some thorns. We're already weakened. Let's get some poison rolling. Okay, pain. You don't have a lot of choices on what to do. Gonna keep doing that to me? Okay, we're gonna shell. Let's get some shields and then that physical resistance. Okay, that's not actually gonna break my shield. If that's the case... 3 poison or 2 poison. I think we do extra poison. And I do want to keep that weakness rolling. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Doing the same person? No, now we've shifted down here. That's unfortunate. Having that physical resist up was really nice. Okay, so this is not going to do much damage because this just hits harder. And I can't... Yeah, the shell's for ourselves only. Share your shell, bro. Alright, again, let's do some thorns. And weakness is up. Let's keep... I could get a cheeky little heal. I don't think so, though. If Darkest Dungeon taught me anything... you're better off just getting the thing killed before you get stuck in a cycle where you heal and then take a little more damage, you heal most of it back, and you take a little more damage, etc., etc. Alright, gonna squeal on everybody. So we're just gonna hit you with that. That is not physical damage, so getting this up doesn't really help. Big damage. You have a better weakness attack. I think I'm going to let them weakness. Let's keep that poison rolling. And big weakness. Yeah, we really don't want to go through another one of those. Oh, and it's doing another one. Alright, but with 30 HP left. Woo man, the swordsman. 111 XP. Oh, I should have probably spent. I think we're gonna need healing, so I'm gonna have my healer level first. Ooh. Haste 3 and galvanize, so we can make somebody faster and deal more damage. That would be really good for our swordsman. Sun Silverbrand. We're not really a damage dealer per se. One target. Okay, I see. We're gonna give shield and exalt again. Pretty good for my front. Bring shield down to 0. We don't seem to be having a major problem with shield breaking at the moment. I kind of like the idea of haste. We can get some of our slower units faster. Okay. Now let's see what that does. Between the deadwood walls, the wind carried the silence of markets. Go up. Yaw's humus had remained the fibrous and fertile soil it always was. This kind of ground, called silt, was the only type known to be able to allow a city tree sprout to mature. For the first time in generations, the macaws would be able to plant a new city tree. Plant the sprout. Digging the wet soil with our bare hands, we discovered some antipathic ruins. We stayed to search them and found ancient writings our crystal librarians would name fragments. Hey, we did it. We did it. It is a hopeful folly to build and take joy in what is built. When the skies rain dragonflies of fire, lightning fields with honeyed darts, clouds assemble at the gates of the deadwood cities. We had not yet understood that it was time for tears. This epic song fragment talks of a reign of dragontifices preceding the arrival of deadwood cities. Studies agree it should be interpreted as a fleet crossing the subterraneous mountains by air. It all began with the arrival of the nebulous of Uwando. Before we left, a macaw walked with us in the shade of Yaz's bark. We spoke of caravan chronicles that spoke of friendship between the macaw and terracers, and the hardships our alliance overcame. Reward. Road to Totong. A Luwuski advisor asked us to visit the inhabitants of Totong. Stream of clay houses and reputation. We understood the message. We should seek Totong, the terracers' Toturigic capital. The place had allowed them to withstand all types of assault since Antipathic times. Okay, we got a bit of a journey ahead of us there. But for realsies this time, that is going to have to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to leave a like on it. A comment is also much appreciated, so I know that people are still enjoying things. If you are not already subscribed, I hope this is the episode that has earned your subscription. And if you'd like to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks, a super chat on one of my streams, or consider becoming a channel member. As a channel member, you get early access to various things that I am working on. Usually that means Dominion 6 pregame videos, but other things from time to time. Either way, Caravaneers, this is the 15th. Our journey will continue.